Hey there everybody, thanks for clicking on the video. It's been quite a while since I've had a video out, I know, and it's been really cold here, haven't been able to get out to my workshop much, and thankful able to get a few things done here and there, but I've got two knives I'd like to show you today, so keep on watching, hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first knife and sheath I'm going to show you is this one right here. This one right here. And this is really a new design for me. I have not done a design like this. I have done a half sheath like this, but never with a retention strap. And then this patch right here. There's other people that do things like this, and certainly not trying to copy anybody. And anyway, just thought I'll see how that looks and made this sheath here. I'm really happy with it. Really happy with the sheath there, as you can see. And just this leather patch that's attached, just sewn on, and all in all, just a really okay. Turned out really nice. Very pleased with it. And so now the knife. Now this blade is a blade that I've had sitting around for a long time. And I made the blade on my old grinder, and I never did finish it. It was actually the first stainless blade that I ever ground. Never was really too pleased with it. It just sat around probably over a year. Well, the other day I pulled it out and said, you know what, I'm going to use this as a practice knife. I'm going to use this knife and this blade to practice on. And so anyway, here you can see the blade here. First of all, it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. It's a hidden tang knife, and it's a CPM 154 stainless, which is a really quality stainless. And one of the things I really wanted to practice on with this knife was the handle shape. You can see here. I think you can see here. It's basically a Coke bottle type shape. I think that's what you call it there. It's rounded here on the edges. It fits just really nice in the hand. Another thing I wanted to try was using G10 as the guard or the bolster there. And so that top black piece is G10. These two pieces are some kind of blue stabilized wood. I forget what they were. Maybe maple. And then the white spacer there, G10 with another black G10. This wood is zebra wood, and turned out really good. Like I'm very pleased with the knife. Like I said, the blade's not perfect. It's one I did quite a while ago. It's just been sitting around. Never did finish. Didn't do really any finish on the blade. Just left it as is with a little bit of a machined look on there. I guess it's not really showing up too good. Maybe a little bit there. But one of the things too that I did differently was I did the final sharpening on a stone. I have an Arkansas stone, double-sided, two different grits on there, and so I said, hey, I'm gonna practice that a little bit since it's a practice knife. And so I sharpened most of it on a stone. I did use my my sharpening wheels to begin the bevel, but never could get really that second bevel very good, and so I used the stones to finish it off. But yeah, anyway, really, knife turned out pretty well. It's going to be a good little Skinner knife. Haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with this yet. Might give it away, might sell it. Not sure, but this was a practice knife, and a knife that I just wanted to try some new things and sheath as well, and so that's the result, and pretty good result. I'm pretty happy with that. Well, the next knife I'm going to show you is going to be another one of my personal skinning knives right here, and this sheath is another magnetic sheath. What I did, just inserted some magnets in there, multiple thicknesses. This sheath is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers thick, and on the you can't really tell, but the thickest layer there's 4 little magnets embedded into the leather, and so this is basically a pack knife. I'm just going to carry this in my hunting bag, and this is just a little sheath or blade cover just to protect the blade, and just tried some white stitching on that. Actually, this leather is some pre-finished leather I had, and I just had it. It's already done. Already done. I didn't have to do any dyeing or anything like that. It turned out really well. I did use something different here. I used a edge coat paint instead of my normal burnishing. Just use a edge coat, and so that turned out pretty good. Anyway, so let's look at the knife here. Another blade that I did on my old grinder, and this was done, like, I think I ground this before Christmas. It's been sitting around. I started the knife a while ago. It took a long time. Never finished it. It's 01 high carbon tool steel, and I did a bit of a acid wash first of all, and then stone wash. Put it in my, I explained the process another time. I put it in my dryer with some little rocks and let it roll around. And so anyway, all in all, I'm really very pleased with the way this knife turned out. Like I said, this is going to be another one of my personal skinning knives, and I actually had a chance to test it out. Now, I didn't harvest any animals, but my neighbor dropped off some muskox, a front shoulder of a muskox, and I'm going to put in some footage here of me using this knife here, to cut up the muskox, the front shoulder of the muskox. And so one of the things I did a little differently with this blade is I didn't sharpen it completely so razor sharp that it slices through paper. To be honest, I've struggled a bit to get knives really sharp, but I left this knife. It's very sharp. It does cut paper, but it has a little bit of a grittier edge, or the grinder marks kind of a little bit coarser of a sharpen, if that makes any sense. And so I was very pleased. As you can see, it went through the meat very well. It wasn't really so much of a slicer, but just a sawing action, and cut through the meat really, really well. And so I was very pleased with the actual get to use this knife. Didn't harvest the animal. I hope to in a week or so, or a couple weeks at least, to go out and get some caribou, but and then really put this knife to the test. But as you can see, it did perform well. So anyway, last little glimpse of the knife here, and the sheath that I made with it, a little bit of a blade cover just to go in my pack. Nice retention, of course, because of the magnets in there. It's not coming out, and just gonna carry this around. The wood, if I can remember what the wood is black wood. We have 2 white G10 spacers. We've got a brass guard there, a brass pin, and of course, it's a hidden tang. The tang goes down to, I made this one a little bit longer. The tang goes into the handle about that far. And Bubinga, there it is. Yep, it came to me. Bubinga. This is Bubinga wood. And so anyway, it's really made the handles contoured. Not as contoured as that other one, but fits very nice in the hand. It fits perfect for my hand, and that's why I made it for myself. It's got a little bit of jimping there, and this is going to be great for the cold winter time. Using full tang knives that have the metal, the tang going all the way through the handle. I've actually gotten frostbite on my hand from the metal on the handle. Like it frost burnt my hand. It was so cold in the handle, and so I've been wanting to make a hidden tang skinning knife for a long time, and so finally got it. I really like the design, and got to test it out even. So anyway, well, thanks again. Thanks for clicking on the video. Hope you enjoyed just seeing a few more of my sheaths and my knives, and just thanks for sticking with me, and I hope to have some more videos coming out of the new C-Can micro shop, and a few more, some grinding videos possibly, and some maybe just show some more knives that I've been working on. I have been working on some other knives, but like I said, it's been quite cold, and I don't have a good heater in there. I got it up to +5 Celsius the other day, so that was pretty cool. But other than that, it was pretty cold, but we're getting some warmer weather here now, so things are starting to melt, and hopefully I can get out to the shop a little bit and get some work done. My wife's been keeping me busy. We've been painting, wallpapering, all kinds of fun stuff like that. But anyway, glad to be able to get a little video up here, and thanks again. We'll see you here next time on New Man Explorer. Well, after using that knife to cut up the front shoulder of that muskox, which, by the way, muskox is a very tough meat. Most of the time people just grind it, and just because it's just a tough meat, and this one was actually a bull, so it's even extra tough. Probably like eating a rodeo bull if you cowboys out there. But anyway, here's a short little clip of the knife. Still was able to cut through paper. It didn't slice through with ease, but it still cut. Take a look. Okay, so after cutting up the front leg of the muskox, I'm going to try paper test here on a receipt. See, I have not sharpened it or stropped it or anything, and so we'll see if it will cut still. Oh, it doesn't want to cut. It did cut earlier. Huh. It's being a little ornery. Well, there we go. It's a little rough. No, it doesn't want to cut that side. Gotta go a little faster. Anyway, so it's still cutting it. Definitely needs a little bit of sharpening, maybe, but I'm pretty happy with that. All in all, still cut the receipt. Of course, when you try to turn the video camera on, it doesn't work as well as it was before. But anyway, yeah, there we go. See. Yeah. Okay, well, still cuts pretty sharp. Needs a little tune up on the strop, but I'm pretty happy with it.